You guys aren't gonna believe this, but I was getting ate up on TikTok because of this hairline. But I feel like it turned out really cute. So this is my first time ever trying the Legos hairline, and it was definitely a process. I was almost throwing up and sliding down a wall. Honestly, the hardest part was getting the hair pulled out. Like, what I mean is like parting it out. Like, this part definitely had me in tears because I thought I really messed it up. But what you really have to do is make sure that you're making like a good widow's peak. I feel like my widow's peak could have definitely been smaller, of course, but it was my first time and I wasn't tripping about it. So I did pluck it because you need to make sure that it's thinning. You thin out the hairline so it can be look realistic as much as possible, of course, because it is still a wig and it is still lace. But then I went in with a razor to like cut out the hairline because I didn't want to have any extra lace where it didn't need to be. And I think that a key factor for this is making sure that you have a foundation or concealer. In this case, I used LA Girl Pro concealer for a good tinting for the lace. I think that's super important, especially for this hairline, since you can't really cover it up with doing baby hairs. I mean, I guess you could do baby hairs, but I chose not to. And I felt like it came out as realistic as it possibly could, other than the fact that I feel like I could have taken the widow's peak in just a smidge. And they ate me up on TikTok, of course. It's almost at 1 million views, which is great for me, but I think it's funny because, I mean, you can't be seen trying anymore on these apps. But I still had so much fun doing this. Everybody says that I ruined the wig, which is fine for me because I get hair. You know what I mean? Like I'm a wig buyer. But like I said, I did use LA Girl Pro to conceal the hairline, and the trick to that is getting a foundation that's like closer to your shade or a little bit darker. And then like if this is a pro tip, if you have like crusties like around your hairline, use BioSilk because for some reason I don't know what's in BioSilk, but it'll like take away that crusty look and make the hairline look fresh. So I definitely recommend that. And then I went in to like hot comb the hairline because I feel like when you make this hairline look really flat, it looks super realistic, like somebody who has an actual widow's peak. A lot of people in the TikTok comments were commenting that their hairline actually looks like this, like their real hairline. So I feel like that made me feel a little bit better about the attempt. And like I said, this was my first attempt, but I think I would try it again. I would just do less of a widow's peak and probably bring back the hairline a little bit. But I was just really convinced that if I do a Legos hairline, it was gonna be a lot of glue in my actual hairline, and I was not having that. So I just was like, I'm gonna do what I need to do to make sure there's no glue in my hairline. So I pushed the wig up super far, so you can't really part with how I did it. But if you attempt it yourself, definitely move the lace back so you can part. And when you're plucking, I think that you should pluck in the direction of the part that you're trying to do. So for me, I was just doing like a little flip over type of thing, so I didn't really care that much about the part. And then like on the side that I'm not I'm flipping the opposite side, I kind of like did like this little swoop. It wasn't very like dramatic because I still wanted it to look realistic, like as if I just had like bed hair. So I just kind of went in with some mousse, some got to be glue spray, and a little bit of wet line gel. If you are a 4C girl, you need to get some wet line gel. But I kind of just combed it over and kind of made it look as realistic as possible, and I'm just smoothing it out. And I go over this with the hot comb a lot of times because I feel like it definitely helps for it to look more realistic. If you guys are going to attempt to do this hairline, please drop it in the comments because I would love to see. I feel like for my first time, I did a really good job, and it really helps that this hair is like light yaki. So if you are a 4C girl, definitely try it on light yaki, and also try this on something that you don't mind ruining the hairline because for a first attempt, girl, I was lucky that it even came out like this. But I had so much fun doing this, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to post the short that I posted on TikTok that everybody was chewing me up about, but I think that I did a good job. If you feel the same way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, girl. I will have more content for you guys soon. Thank you. Bye bye.